Happy, happy, happy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dina Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
It's such a small town. So if you're walking, people just be like, "Do you want to ride?" It's like they don't need Uber. They
what?
just have.
What?
They just pull over. They give you a honk, and they're like, "We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever."
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
What's outside your Puerto Riquino?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Hi, my name's April Matchell. I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania. We had a bit of an ugly Saturday and we got stuck in Amsterdam on our vacation. But I put my husband and all three of my sons on a train and made them come to Bruges. Yeah, it's beautiful here. Good morning. And here's your host, Dina Blizzard. Take it away, Dina.
April, that was so good. I should have been like, there's Bruges. It's so beautiful. I'm going to get us all to Bruges. I swear, one of these days, in 10 years, we're all going to Bruges. Oh, I forgot to go live on TikTok. I would like to be the official ambassador to Bruges because it's so beautiful. Love all things Bruges. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday. It is. It's an international One Funny Mother. Good morning. Good morning. Summer just said, have a great school year. Summer, you looking to get punched. What, Summer, where are you that the school year has started? Because I know that it is, for some people, they might go back this early, which seems ridiculously early to us in New Jersey. We don't go back until after like September 4 or 5. Yeah, or 5 or 2 or tomorrow. I would like to be named the official ambassador to Bruges. Yeah. I'm ready to go now, said Nancy, if you wanted to leave now. Diane, my hair. I've been trying new products. It's getting bigger and bigger. Yep. Happy 19th birthday, Brenda's son. Yeah, today is our first day back for staff. Oh, it starts back next week. We go back next week. That's so, our Arizona's already started? That is so crazy. Good morning, TikTok. First day of school for me. For real, Alejandra? Like, what? Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry. Georgia is back to school as of last week. We're already back. What? Teachers went back this week. School starts on the 11th. We homeschool and always start in July. Oh my gosh. That is so crazy. Because it's just so funny because it's still hot here. It's still hot. It's still humid, gross. It's like the gross part of the summer. But there's something about, I don't know if it's a smell or just like a breeze, but like in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's almost fall. Does anybody else feel it? Is there a smell? I know there's a definite back to school smell, and that definitely hits in September for us here. But it was just funny. There was something about the weather. I don't know if it was just like a breeze that came through or something, but I was like, I got to get on my fall clothes. Girl, you know I love fall clothes. Love me some fall clothes. Sarah, I'll show them I'll bring them with me tomorrow. I'll show them. But they're really good. Yeah. We don't have any leaves on the ground. A breeze. We don't feel a breeze till October. I smell heat, sweat, and dog poop. Oh, well, there's that. There was a mix. I'm saying it was light. It was a light smattering. I think it's a sound too, like different insects maybe, or just the buses, like in the morning time, like the school buses, the smell of notebooks. Yeah, maybe it's a little drier. Maybe that's it. Yeah. It's funny. I don't think I've ever felt it this early in the season. So that's maybe because I said to somebody, I said, it's almost September. And they were like, it's July 30th. And I was like, girl, it's still July. It was like July lasted forever. It was like 2 months of July, just a tiny bit of August, and then September is kind of what it feels like. So it's still 112 here. Oh my gosh. Too much. I think you should do a beanie for fall winter merch and we can take it to Vegas. Oh, like a beanie hat? We've been trying to do a hat for a long time. Like a hat with like the little pom-pom that just says OneFunnyMother. It's been on my list. I should try to get it done. So hot and humid. I know. Okay, so let's just get to the really important stuff. Thanks, Lady Kellyanne. I've been trying some different products and trying to like let it do its thing. It's very funny because you can see, I don't know how well you can see it. Like this is all silver now. I'm starting to get the silver and the turn. This is all still, the blonde part is still the, like the bleach, like the transition color. So it's making its way out, but it's very funny. Like I said, in some ways it's horrible that it takes like 2 years to grow your hair out. And in other ways it's good because you have to like slowly transition through it, you know? If my hair is back, I swear I look 67 because it's all silver. On the underside of my hair, it's all silver. That's very funny. Well, welcome back, Killian. So it's coming along. Okay. Let's just start by talking about what we obviously should be talking about. I'm sure you all saw it. And if you didn't see it, I'm here to tell you something big happened at the Olympics. And when I say big, I mean pole vault. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. Do you know? You're like, I don't think I know. Yes, the pole vaulter, Angela. Girl. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Okay. So I don't have the time to really like sit and watch the Olympics. So maybe like a lot of you, you know, you're just watching highlights. We all saw when the pommel horse guy who has a vision problem, but he's like Clark Kent. He just showed up out of nowhere and he's like the only guy that could do this in the entire country. And then we win bronze. It's like the biggest thing. Okay, fine. Then there was the whole thing with the fighters and the girls and and Italy and Algeria, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Well, I hear this. I hear that was a lot. A pole vaulter had cleared the pole. He done cleared it. He went up and over, by all accounts, in his mind, for that split second that he hung in the air. He had won gold. But the laws of physics say what goes up must come down. And he went up. He went over. But he didn't tuck and roll. He didn't tuck. He didn't. Now, yeah. The bouncing. Okay, so when I heard about this, I was like, what? And they were saying that news organizations were really having a hard time writing the headline because AI and all the filters everywhere are like, how are you going to write the... And I don't think that the articles did it justice. Oh, Lord, the bouncing. Okay. Up and over. And for a split second had won gold. And then came, he didn't tuck. And he listen, he won for a lot of other reasons. Listen, if you're going to lose the Olympics, and did he lose? No, he's an Olympian. He's a gifted Olympian. Okay? I'm not going to take that away. What kind of bouncing, Katie? Katie, look at my face. Katie. And the outfits don't leave a lot to the imagination. How you explain it? Yeah, one day he gonna be an old man. He gonna be in a nursing home, and they're not gonna know who he is. And then be like, "So tell us about yourself." And be like, "Well, I went to the Olympics." You went to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. Did you win? For like a split second, I had won gold. What do you mean? Was there a scandal? There was something. It was exciting. I was excited. I'd be like, well, I'm sure everybody was excited, but I don't know that they were as excited as I was. But I was so excited. And then I didn't win. I'm like, but what happened? Well, the Lord gives everybody a gift when they're born. And mine was a very large gift. How do you explain it? He didn't tuck, so what happened to him? Lily, he's in the air. His whole body cleared the pool. Okay. No, nothing fell. How do I say it? This part of his body cleared the pool. But some part of it didn't, then got hung up on it, then bounced around. His jingle done dropped. Why wasn't he wearing a cup? I don't think he definitely wasn't, Jamie. I don't know what the rules are for under things and pole vaulters. I can't imagine they're wearing a cup pole vaulting. Why would they think they'd ever get hit there? Nobody's trying to hit you except the Lord. And yes, Heather, not only did it hit, but if it was in slow motion and underwater, like, Dana, why would it be if it was, it would have been, I don't know why I thought there should be a sound effect underwater, but it got hung up. Yeah, no, he shouldn't have been wearing a cup. His pole hit the pole. But when they said it, it made it sound like it had brushed by it. Like nothing is allowed to touch. Nothing is allowed to touch that bowl. So I thought that it had just touched. But when you watch the video, it didn't just touch. It was up under. And then I'm not going to make this sound again. By the way, this is gluten-free monkey bread, and it's the best thing I've ever had in my whole life, and I'm eating it cold. But it's so good. Either way. There's a whole thing. I don't know if it's the worst thing that ever happened to that man or the best thing that ever happened to that man. But I know. I have to really watch my words. But because yesterday I was in Philly and I tried to find like little coffee shops to go writing. And I found this gluten-free, it's a gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free restaurant, because you're like, that sounds gross. But for somebody like me, it means I can go in and order anything on the whole menu. It's like amazing. And they said, we have this gluten-free banana walnut monkey bread. I was like, bring it out. Don't even tell me what's in the rest of the menu. But it's so rich, you can only have like 2 bites of it. So I did, and then I'm just going to eat it for the rest of the month. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't a U.S. competitor. I forget what country it was. Oh, was it Anthony Amarati? Very popular. Mm-hmm. Now that you're saying it, Mary, she's like, nobody's talking about the winner and he's going to get endorsements. Is he? Because I can tell you who's going to be the newest underwear model for men's underwear. That guy from Italy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, but it was so. Mm-hmm. Anthony Amarati, the newest model for men's underwear. Good morning from my grandson's house, who my wife announced first to everyone we know. Well, Jeremy, you have no idea how much joy your lion's face brought to so many of us. I just want to say, Jeremy, for those of you that missed it, Jeremy spilled the beans on the new grandbaby, unauthorized. Missy found out about it. I don't know how. Recorded her confronting Jeremy. And then Jeremy put on what can only be described as every man dumb face on the planet. He was like this. What? Perfection. Perfection. And then right. So he didn't know. It was like Missy knew, but he didn't know until he knew. And then you could tell there's like a little light bulb because he was like, did you talk to Dina? I was like, look at this. Look at this kid right here. Yeah. He said, did you talk to Dina? Oh, I heard it. I was like, yeah, you got to go back and see my face. I was like, what? Jeremy head tilt when he know he's caught. There it is. There's the turn. There it is. You could literally watch it. He was like real wide-eyed. And then the turn. And then, did you talk to Dina? Now, I got a note yesterday from somebody on Facebook. And she said, oh my gosh, your video of scamming the scammer just saved my husband. And so I read through it. So remember a couple weeks ago when somebody's trying to sell me and Aunt Joni the fake golf cart? And I guess she watched me scam the scammer on a random Saturday. But she said, I watched your video. She goes, over the weekend, my husband was like, oh my gosh, one of my friends is selling this thing. And he was about to send the money. And I started running and I was like, no, it's a scam. It's not him. And he's like, no, it's him. It's his Facebook. I can see him. And she was like, it's not. She goes, so I texted his friend and I was like, are you selling so-and-so? And he was like, no. And it was a scammer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Saving lives is what we do here. We're torturing Jeremy. That's it. Those are the only options. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I said, and Missy and I said to him, we're like, you should have known that she had talked to me, Jeremy. When you married Missy, you got her daughter, Carly, and you got me. We were a package deal. I had to pull her out of the car. I was the only reason why she showed up. I'm a public servant. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I'm doing the Lord's work. Yeah. And then woo, like that. Now, just so you know, anytime you hear that sound, you'd be like, oh, I know that sound. That is the sound of a pole vaulter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Sadie said, my friend found her house for rent on Facebook. It's not for rent. Can you imagine? My husband got scammed despite me telling him it's a scam. Love him, but he's an idiot at times. Not all heroes wear capes. My girlfriend almost got scammed like that for Swift tickets. Oh my gosh. I almost got scammed for a craft fair for a few days ago, but I had a feeling and stopped. That is crazy. Wow. Don't you remember? What were we talking about the one day? It had something to do with strokes. Remember? It was a radio. It was a radio commercial I heard when I was touring. And it was like of two people talking, but the commercial was so crazy. Like the person was talking and then the other person so it was like, hey, we're going to go to the shore this weekend. And then the other lady was like, I'm having a stroke. She's like, do you want to come? Yeah. Do you want to come with me this weekend? She goes, I'm having a stroke. Because I was thinking we can go pick up Sarah, maybe head down around 4:00. She's like, I'm having a stroke. And it was the weirdest commercial. I was like, why aren't they listening to this me? She's trying to tell you something. But I guess she wasn't. She was using her inside voice. But either way, right? Yeah, we were having that discussion. And then within like 2 weeks, somebody was like, Dina, I was having a conversation with my mom and she was, very robotic. She wasn't responding. And I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds like the commercial. I think she's having a stroke. And they took her to the hospital and she had a stroke. I'm 2 for 2. I just need a third miracle. I think I could be a saint. You know, they just picked up like some young 14-year-old. He was going to be a saint. You needed 3 miracles. This is 2. Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not. Mm-hmm. I had a coworker who figured out that another coworker was having a stroke because of a poster in the lunchroom. What? Do you also have to die? I don't know. I'd like to get around that part, Katie. My girlfriend's daughter got scammed. She was on the one phone with the scammer and another phone with her dad at the same time. Dad was warning her it was a scam. She was scared and sent the gift cards to the scammers were demanding. My best friend's husband almost paid $4,000. Thank God he listened to me because he didn't believe his wife. Dumb. You know it's bad when you look at your own husband, you're like, you so dumb. But then you get to the point where you start looking at other people's husbands, you're like, you dumb too. Yeah, you dumb too. You know what I'm talking about? And that's when you've crossed over. It's just, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. So crazy. Anyway, I had to go see the video. Yeah, Mooney, was I wrong? I wasn't. I always tell my husband he's pretty when he does dumb things. Be like, girl, at least you pretty. At least you pretty. This is the news headline. French pole vaulter's bulge cost him an Olympic medal by Elsa Kelasi plus icon. I don't know what that last part was. Yeah. Dogs are, just saw the pole vaulter. Alice, Alice, I didn't mean to say it like that. Alice, was I wrong? No. I described it perfectly. Okay, here's the best part. Here's the best part about the pole vaulter video. I'm not done. We're going back. The best part is if you watch the video, pay close attention. He goes up in the air, comes down, hits the ground. He's like, I can't believe this happened. Okay, fine. The commentators on the video, this is the part that made me lose my mind. There's a man and a woman commentating. At the moment that he goes over the bar, kind of, it happens. No one expects this to happen. Nobody saw this coming out of nobody. Not on an international stage. Nobody. The commentators are not prepared for this. They have not. There's no training for there's no training for that. So it gets real quiet. There's a man and a woman. The woman is a coach of some kind. Here's what the guy says. The minute after it happens, he says, Coach Barb, what do you think happened there? And I was like, what in the world? Here, did he just throw Coach Barb under what? Why are you asking Coach Barb? You can't figure, you just watch what Coach Barb just watched. Why are you asking her? You need, because she a coach, you need her to explain what happened. You can't figure it out. Or you just passing the buck here. You were just like, I'm not, but Coach Barb, what do you think happened here? You can't see it, Mark. You can't explain what happened. You got nothing over there. You can't put this to words yourself. Why in the world would he say, Coach Barb, what do you think happened here? Yeah, why wasn't Snoop Dogg on this? Why wasn't Snoop Dogg at this event? He said, Coach Barb, what do you think happened here? Mm-hmm. And she probably like, I wish they had. What in the Tiffany Hall? Why, if they had a camera, and she'd be like, well, with all my coaching experience, I can only imagine what happened. Yeah, he was taking a lesson from Jeremy like this. I couldn't believe we got scammed big time. We were buying a house in another state. It was a couple days before closing, received an email on the letterhead asking me to wire $20,000. I went to the bank, wired the money he'd been asking for in the emails. I left the bank. I called him, told him I just wired. He told me he never sent that email. He had been hacked. Fortunately, because it was in a few minutes, I was able to get it back. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Honestly, that was my first thought. Was Snoop watching this? I mean, but how crazy. Who would have thunk 30 years ago? Somebody be like, guys, listen, Snoop Dogg who's in jail right now? And they're like, yeah. He is going to be leading the Olympic commentary for the Olympics, and he will save the Olympics. And you're like, okay. All right, crazy pants. You're like, guys, I'm serious. They're like, Snoop Dogg. Snoop. His first name is Snoop. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to save the Olympics in Paris. And the other ones. A lot of equestrian events. Like, this don't even make sense. And his best friend is Martha Stewart. Okay. All right. You high is what you taking what Snoop's taking. Think about it. Mm-hmm. Flava Flav is there. Why did it take 100 years for us to get to this? Is my question. Mm-hmm. Not just Paris. He's everywhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, this monkey bitch size. This is it. I'm gonna save the rest for the rest of the month. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that Martha was 83. Is she? She does look good. Mm-hmm. It's the 80s reunion tour. You're not wrong. I heard an interview on PBS with Flava Flav. What is happening? Flava Flav is sponsoring the women's polo team. Duh. Somebody had to do it. They were like, not only is Snoop going to save the Olympics, but Flava Flav is going to sponsor the women's water polo team. You're like, the what? The water polo. Like, does he know that we have a water polo team? Not yet. But when he finds out about it, he's going to be the sponsor. He's going to go to all the events. Flava Flav with the clock. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's very passionate about it. He was calling on other celebrities to start sponsoring these teams. I'm like, do it. They should be. If I could sponsor a team, I would. If I could be on a team, I would be. Mm-hmm. I think it's great. Mm-hmm. What does the sponsor do? Just party with them or no, they put money into it. So the article I read said that Flavor Flav found out that the women's water polo team, that many of the women that are on the team were working like 4 jobs. And, I know that like for a while, Home Depot was like a big proponent of the Olympics. So a lot of the Olympians were working at Home Depot part-time because they would allow them to have super flexible schedules so they could do their training, all that stuff. So he put the money up. Mm-hmm. It was nice. Yeah. So it was great. I would sponsor the French pole vaulting team. I would be like, I'm gonna sponsor that guy right there. They're like, oh, the team? Nope, just the large fellow in the corner, that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sign me up. That's weird because there's 250 million people signed up to. Can you maybe pick somebody else? No, I'm probably not going to do it then. Probably, I don't. Now that I think about it, I don't have the money. So. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So funny. Anyway, so that's happening. Also, let me just make sure this is up and running. Hold on. There it is. In the post on Facebook and on YouTube, we announced our Dine with Dina. I'm heading down to Myrtle Beach again in September. So if you're around, you can come and join us there. We also have one more city to announce during that time that I think we're finalizing. So those cities are coming up. So be on the road. It'll be a lot of fun. So I know when they show the family in the stands. So at the water polo one, like all the families were in the stands, and then Flavor Flav. It was hilarious. Mm-hmm. It was lovely. Stephanie, glad you're here. NBA left the Olympic dorm room and spent $50 million for hotels, citing the cardboard beds were so bad they could not sleep on them. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Where did you see John Travolta? He was at the games. Well, that was nice. Is it the miniature golf capital of the world, Myrtle Beach? That's really funny. Oh, he was watching Simone Biles. He was at gymnastics. Yeah, if you could go and watch, other than pole vaulting, which sport would you want to attend if you were at the Olympics? Like in person? I don't know, because the shooting one, if I could see the guy, remember they sent a killer to the Olympics to do the shooting one? Tennis, gymnastics. I do enjoy track and field a lot. Rugby or gymnastics, equestrian, swimming, dancing horses, gymnastics. Did you see the men's gymnastics? I don't know how they do it, honestly. Okay, here's the one I'm talking about, the rings. Did you ever see, women don't do rings. We couldn't. There is a point, and I was showing it to Dean. We were coming out. We had to go get him an x-ray. We're coming out of the x-ray, and I'm on my phone, and a guy is doing the rings. He gets up on the rings, okay? And they'll do the thing where he'll go upside down and then just put his, like, all arms, right? But then they do this thing. I don't know how they do it, where the men put their arms out like this and then kick their legs so they're just like the. Everything is shaking on their upper body. And I'm just like, what? What? Is that what can I just say the shooter was one of a team and his team member is a woman and together they won the silver. There was a woman sitting next to him, but I don't know. There was something about just his casual I don't know, but he was shooting. Like, let's make me a cigarette. I'm gonna grab a hoagie. That was funny. But this thing, when could you imagine if somebody said, listen, you guys, that he went to sleep in a park? Did you read about the Italian Olympic swimmer that couldn't sleep in the uncomfortable bed and non-air conditioned accommodations? He went to sleep in a park. What? No, somebody snapped his elbow doing that in the rings. Oh my gosh. What? I'm telling you, Curly Top, they just do this. Wow. And their whole body is up in the air. I can't even hang on the bar. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she had her hand in her pocket too, but it was just, I don't know. Just his whole demeanor. It just didn't, it was so funny. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of teams moving into hotels. That's horrible. Can you imagine? Think about it. Their bodies are like machines that they have trained. What they eat, every ounce they put into their body, every exercise they do, every stretch is just so regimented in order to get the best performance, right? You do this for 4 years of your life, and now you've made it to the Olympics. And you get there and you're like, if I sleep on this bed, my back will be so jacked up that, you know what? It's just so crazy. I'm like, I would be so mad. Why are you bringing me all out here and let me sleep on this cardboard? Mm-mm. Wow. I know. It's been a lot of like drama in Paris. I know. So crazy. So then it was so funny because I don't know where I was. I was bebopping around this weekend, and they had the camera was following this one guy. Now, when I say this one guy, he looked like 4 guys. He was so big. He was like a monster. He was like what I imagine Olympians looked like back when they first started, where everybody's just like a full barbarian, right? His neck was this big. This was the size of his neck, okay? And he was gigantic. And you're looking at him, and they're like telling a backstory on him, but I'm looking at him, and you can't tell right away what sport he is. So what sport do you think? Yes, Janice, it's exactly it. He was the shot put guy. And then you notice that he had powder just on this one side of his neck. And it was just so funny because, you know, if you look across all the Olympians, they're all masterful. They're all, you know, masters of their craft, but their body types are so different. There's the shot put guy who does this and twirls around and then throws the ball and like gold. And then you have this tiny little guy who's running a marathon. They're like gold. Then you have swimmers who are just Adonises and you're like gold. You know what I'm talking about? So here's my question. Here's my question. Because what it proves, all body types are beautiful. All body types can do amazing things. And you're not going to take the shot put guy and be like, go start running. He'll die. And you're not going to take the little runner and be like, throw this shot put real far. And whatever that thing, run and jump, that thing. Okay. So the question is, based on your body type, What is your sport? And this isn't what you're good at naturally. This is just based on your body type alone. You've seen the Olympians. You see what they look like. Napping. No, you got to pick a real one. I think, now I'm not saying I have any skills. This has nothing to do with your skill set. Floating. Couch surfing. Come on, a real one. Andrew's like, I think I'd be basketball. I'm shot put. Judo, swimmer, crochet. Come on, Carmen Cortez. Sumo wrestling, bowling, canoeing. I think I could be like a swimmer. Maybe. I probably look like I could probably do ice skating, ribbon twirling, slow walking. Like there's the walk run, but they got rid of it. I don't think I'm too big for gymnastics. Gymnastics or maybe swimming. Yeah. My body type, I could be the guy who sleeps in the park or a rower or a ribbon twirler. I think I could be a great loser, which sounds like I'm a loser. I'm a loser. This one. I would be great. Or if Missy and I were in the toboggan, what's that one where we just do this? What's that one, Miss? It's a team of two. Who's in front? I don't know. I could do that. I could row too. I could row. All the men say pole vault. Whatever you don't need muscles for, said Heather. Bobsled. I would kill at bobsled. What's the one where they used to go down head first, but they don't do it anymore? I would kill at curling, Kellyanne. Yeah. Do you remember the one? Is that the luge? Is that this one? I thought luge was this way. Is it called the skeleton? And they don't do skeleton anymore, right? Yeah. Because people's faces would go. You're like, they were doing the luge for a while, and then they were like, hey, who wants to go head first? And they're like, let's not do this. That sounds like a horrible idea. We shouldn't do that. So we said, let's do it. Was it called the skeleton? No, ski jump was when you're on skis and then you do that. This one was you were like on the luge thing, but you were going head first. It didn't look like a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Powerlifting. I don't think I have the body for powerlifting. Yeah. Is there a non-endurance sport? I could do that. I don't know. I think curling might be your go-to. Curling is attainable. And probably the shooting one. I think you just have that skill or you don't. Or you can learn it, I imagine. Archery. The fencing one I could watch all day long. It just looks so bougie. I just hope that every time somebody fences, somebody underneath the mask says, my name is Enigno Montoyo. You'll kill my father, prepare to die. I just wish they had to say that before they were allowed to start fencing. Like mandatory. Yeah, it should be. Yeah. The fencing girl that won is pregnant. I saw that. That was so lovely. And she said, I think she said there were two of us out. The way she said it, there were two people on the podium, but three of us were up there winning or something. It was really beautiful. Yeah. Thanks, Jane. I'm still learning how to do it. It's a slow journey. Still figured it out. Do you think they'll add pickleball? I think they will. Pickleball is taking over the world. Oh, yeah. The Turkish Olympic shooter. Yeah, that's the guy that won silver. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's been great. It's been great to watch all of that. And I don't know, there's a lot of shade on the women's gymnastics team because what's their name? I had to say something. What are you going to say? Come on now. Come on now. Mm-hmm. They are adding esports, so video games, to the next Olympics. Meanwhile, chess has been voted on over and over and can't be put in. What? Chess, I feel like should definitely be put in. They're probably playing it back then. Okay, time for drinking other dogs. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, you coming to work? Why don't you come to work since you drank all your water? Come here. Do they have breakdancing? Do we have Olympic breakdancing? Mm-hmm. Thanks, Lori. You coming up? Coming to work? Okay. Sit down. Okay. How was your weekend? How you feel? She said, I feel great. I feel like myself again. She's almost done her medicine. Right? Did you tell everybody? And you love marshmallows? She's better. Everybody's getting better. Brooke can't go to college, but the dogs are better. Mm-hmm. Breakdancing is new this year. Did it happen already? Did I miss it all? Mm-hmm. She does look better. She back to herself. Right? You feeling better? You don't have the poopies anymore? She like, don't say it. Don't say it. That's private. Okay. Oh, good, Ophelia. That'll be fun. Sit down. Sit. Okay, good girl. Okay. Oh, Dean wasn't feeling good, so we had to get him a chest x-ray to make sure that he was good to go. Brooke is still dealing with everything with her adenoids and her tonsils, so she has to get them out in 2 weeks, so that's going to be a little crazy. So we have been, tomorrow I think we go for her pre-op stuff, so Lou, what do you say? Yeah, she was talking mess. At some points we'd be like, Michaela, shh, like that. Mm-hmm. But everybody's good. Oh my gosh, the other day. So I noticed that Lulu, here, Lulu, turn this way. Let everybody say, Lulu got tiny little grays coming in. She don't want to talk about it. She not ready. She young. But she had tiny little grays coming in. Shh, you're beautiful. And so we was talking about it. I said, girl, you know your grays coming in. And she was like, mm-mm. And then here goes Colby walking by, shuffling by. Now, Colby's 115 years old. He's not going to die. And I said, wouldn't it be crazy if he outlives you? And she was like, girl. And I was like, he's not going to die. He refuses. He will not allow it. I swear he's going to outlive all of us. He's just going to be just one eye, one paw, just scooting around. Did you ever just look at a dog and you're like, go sleep? And some of you think I'm an awful person, but if you saw okay, just legs up in the, okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. She's supporting her mama. Mm-hmm. How old is Colby for real? He's old. For a big dog, he's old. He's 14. So 14 times 7 is a lot. 28 carries 90, 98. I'm not far off by saying 115. Yeah, I have turtles that will outlive me. Well, that's what I'm saying. I had a dog who was 18, and I was like, how are you still alive? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, maybe he's got the secret. He got the secret to life. He's found an elixir, and that elixir is poop. I hate to break it to y'all, but we found the secret. Secret's poop, and you live forever. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My dad's dog is 18 and a half. You're like, right? A Great Dane that lived to 16, that's very old. A 14-year-old Schnauzer, she sleeps a lot. I mean, the smaller the dog, the longer they can live. Look at Lulu's face. She's like, guys, you upset me. Yeah. 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 And he's fine, Allie. He's not stupid. Yeah. Here's Lulu. She's like, I'll die tomorrow then. Right? Okay. Okay. D. Michael, you going to go get the bagels? Okay. All right. I had a dog that passed away at 21 years old. That's too much. Jessica, sorry. I have good news and bad news. Good news is I found the secret to living forever. What is it? Here's the bad news. It's poop. Are you going to Myrtle Beach during Fall Bike Week? I don't know. Really? Am I? I don't know. When is Fall Bike Week? In Myrtle Beach? Let me look it up. Fall Bike Week, Myrtle Beach, 2024. No, that's not when I'm there. I'm there in like mid-September time. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Olympian who proposed. Mm-hmm. Gina, you posted a video about shopping for your kids. It was so funny. I was telling my niece about it. Could you repost it? Peggy, you're about to see it be reposted all over the world. That video comes out. Good Morning America is due to put it out any day now. It's usually like mid-September, mid-August, like the 15th or something. It's going to come back. It's like It's a Wonderful Life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought it came out of his outfit. No, Madeline. No. It just went like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And back to the water. So anyway, so hopefully everybody is enjoying. If it's the last few days of summer for you, hopefully you're enjoying it. And if you've got a whole month, then, keep going. Have a great time. I've got a lot of things coming up, mostly writing. I wrote some more yesterday and the day before, so I'm doing a good job. I should be doing a better job, but it is what it is. Yes, Dean, how you feel? He said he's all right. He's on the mend. So that's it. That's it for us. Tonight we have Ugly Monday for sure. Tomorrow, I believe we have some guests on with us on Tipsy Tuesday. You'll hear about that. Myrtle Beach, the Dine with Dina is, I think, up and for sale. If you'd like to join us for a show and dinner in Myrtle Beach, we might be close to you. And that's it. So, like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, do something nice for yourself or others. Refill that cup of yours, so you are still good to go to get through the summer. And that's it. Have a great day and a blessed day. And thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.